All glories to Amrita and Dhanvantari. So you hear the monkeys jumping, wonderful. So I wanted to add a few informations on the integral nutrition. Some special considerations. That is, how to have good ratios, macronutrient ratios, because nowadays there is a lot of talk about fixed ratios like 80-10-10 ratio, which is a good guideline, but it is especially interesting if you want to gain weight, keep weight or lose weight. Then how to do it? Should you try to stick to this fixed ratio, or how will you go about it? So the point that I'm presenting here is that the adjustment of gaining weight or losing weight or keeping weight is not done with changing all of the parameters, but mainly done by changing the amount of carbohydrates, while the amount of protein and lipids or fatty acids can stay basically the same. So let's start with the protein. It's always a big discussion how much protein is needed. For an average person who is average active, I would say that you can take the lean body mass in grams per day. So if your lean body mass is 50 kilos, you will take 50 grams of protein per day. I will not discuss which protein in this video. We're just talking about how to adjust the ratios and the amounts for gaining, keeping or losing weight. So if you're averagely active, you would take about your lean body mass multiplied by 10 in grams of carbohydrates to keep your weight. So that will be 500 grams in this scenario of carbohydrates to keep your weight. That would be around 2000 calories. And if you want to gain weight, you would take around 11 times. So that will be another 200 calories extra. And if you want to lose weight, you will reduce it to 9 or 8 times. So that will be 1800 calories or 1600 calories from carbohydrates. That's our friend the monkeys. So that would be around 480 or 460 grams of carbohydrates. And the fatty acids, they are having a role for protein, for synthesis of hormones, for protecting the cells and many other enzymatic processes in the body. So there we don't need to raise the amount very much or change the amount very much, as long as the lean body mass stays the same. I would suggest to take around the lean body mass divided by the golden ratio of 1.618. So if your weight is 50 kilos, then that lean body mass is 50 kilos, then the fatty acids would be around 30 grams or 32 grams. And that will be completely sufficient. We're not talking about extreme sports, we're talking about average active people. So that is the main thing. And there was one other thing which I wanted to talk about. What was that? Well, yeah, I could add at that point that I highly recommend to take the carbohydrates on their own. Then during the day and in the evening to make a salad meal, which is again divided into two phases. The first phase, the protein phase, and the second phase, the fatty phase. That is one more important point. What else I wanted to say? God give me remembrance. I had it on my mind just a minute ago. So, recap. Protein requirement is about the lean body mass in grams. Fatty acid requirement is the lean body mass divided by 1.618, meaning the golden ratio. And carbohydrates will be adjusted. If you want to keep weight, it can be around 10 times the lean body mass in grams. I wanted to talk about the percentage. So the percentage will vary a little bit, of course. So if you want to keep weight, then the carbohydrates will be maybe around 80-78%. If you want to gain weight, it will go maybe to 82-84%. And if you adjust the amount of carbohydrates, of course, then the amount of percentage of fatty acids and proteins will also shift a little bit. But it's about 82% of calories from carbohydrates. It will be around 12% of calories from the fatty acids, and around 7 to 8% or between 6 and 8% of the proteins, because the fatty acids have 9 calories per gram, and the proteins and carbohydrates have both around 4 calories per gram. So that was a brief extra considerations video on how to adjust weight gain, weight maintenance or weight loss on a raw fruitarian basis, high carb, medium fat, low protein regimen. If you have any questions or comments, you're most welcome. And in the description of the video you will find links to our web shop, where you can find some booklets on meditation and self-alignment, and also our t-shirt shop, where you can support our soul services by purchasing some wonderful t-shirt designs, etc, etc. And if you like, give us a thumbs up, and just subscribe to our channel so you will be notified when we will do another video. Thank you very much for tuning in. May the Om Love be with you. Jai Radhe Shyam.